watched a haunting movie called To the Bone about a young woman with an eating disorder. She was anorexic, and her journey back to health. And frightening for every parent is whether or not their child has an eating disorder. So what is it that parents need to be on the lookout for with their children?
Well, first of all, parents need to know that eating disorders are extremely serious and are life-threatening. The two major eating disorders are anorexia and bulimia, and they both differ in their signs and symptoms. So anorexics lose a lot of weight. It's basically starvation. And so if you see that your child is losing a lot of weight and playing with their food and not eating normally and have changed habits like that, then that should be a red flag that you need to seek professional help.
How about some other, I'll call it more subtle signs? I was reading on it in preparation for our conversation
Yes.
today, and there were some surprising things to be on the lookout for, like they start wearing layered clothes and big full clothes so that you can't see that they've lost as much weight, or they might pull away from their friends. Like their social behavior changes as well, which people wouldn't think about because it's not connected to food, but their whole demeanor changes in some ways.
And these are psychological disorders. Right. So yes, of course, they're going to try and cover up the fact that they are losing a lot of weight, but I think that parents would generally be able to notice and to not wait till their child is incredibly thin before they seek help. Right. That would not be a wise move.
Right. Okay. And then bulimia.
Bulimia is different. Mm-hmm. Bulimia is actually very common among college students, college girls, and it is harder to diagnose because they tend to maintain a normal body weight. So things you could look for that might indicate possibly bulimia going on would be purging. So doing excessive exercise, eating and then making a beeline for the bathroom, and those types of things, because what they're doing is they are binge eating. So that's another sign, would be eating a massive amount of calories in one sitting and then kind of disappearing. So because they're going to purge.
Are there any things, physical things, like anorexics will develop dental problems?
It's actually more,
or bulimics, I guess.
But bulimics do, right, because the vomit,
right,
actually the acid is going to eat
right
away at the teeth. So that is a very good point.
Anything else that you'd see on their faces at all? Does the vomiting cause them to burst blood vessels in their eyes, or does there?
It could be.
Right.
It could be. But I think the telltale sign is going to be seeing them binge eat, or even not seeing them binge eat, but just disappearing.
Right. And how about it's not just girls though?
Not just girls. There's a syndrome in males that mm-hmm. is similar, and it's actually rising in prevalence. So it's not just women that we need to worry about. It's men too.
Right.
So again, though, stressing the fact that eating disorders are life-threatening and extremely serious and need to be treated.
And the bottom line also is that parents have to be watching their children's behavior. You can't necessarily say anything as you're watching, but if you sense that there's a problem, you have to watch the subtle signs of it.
Sense there's a problem, right, and there are plenty of places you can go to get help.
Right. Is there best place? Is there like an Al-Anon? Is there an eating disorder hotline that parents can call as a first pass to get help?
Yes, they're all over the mm-hmm. internet. You can look up, anorexia, and there'll be different sites as far as professional organizations that deal with eating disorders. So yes.
All right. Great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you like what you saw today, come to bottomlineinc.com and see even more videos with Dr. Janet Bond Brill. And do me a favor, share it. Tell your friends about it, because this is such important information. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of men and women. We want the word out, and we want people healthy.